Hello everyone, today I'm just gonna give you a very quick demonstration or kind of feedback, I would say, for this 12.3 inch Android screen which I purchased from ugade.com.pk. You can see it on the description above as well. I just want to share my experience with this screen so far, straight from purchasing through installation, and I've been using it for the last few months now. So I thought it's a good idea to share my experience with yourselves. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the video when I installed this screen because I have to take off the front ventilation and under glove box. Actually, you just need to take everything out, take this front radio out as well. But I'm sure there are a lot of videos on the YouTube where you can get the guidance how to install it. It's not as hard as it looks or it sounds, but we'll cover it in another part. So I'll first of all I'll demonstrate few functionalities of the screen, and then I'll probably come back to it again how I installed it myself, along with the rear view reverse camera, and there is a front DVR. I installed it here, if you can see right there. I'll talk about it in a minute as well. But from the screen perspective, my experience with Ugade was very good. It's a Chinese based company. There's a UK based website. I placed an order. There's a WhatsApp number. I kept communicating with the guy based on how your video screen looks like, especially with this clear button and C buttons. The guys will be able to tell you which actually NTG model you need for your screen. There are different variants, different RAMs, different screen sizes available. I went for the very high spec screen, which is 12.3 and with 8 GB RAM. So they, first of all, before I placed an order, they told me everything about what I should go for. Initially I ordered 10 point something screen, which I installed. Actually, they shipped it and I installed it, and it was kind of perfect for the screen, and most of the people recommend that, and even they recommended me that. But for some reason I thought it's a slightly smaller. It was smaller. I'll probably try to find a picture and attach it here with the video as well. But then I asked them to ship me the bigger screen, 12.3 inch, and they shipped it, and they took the 10.3 inch screen back without any extra charge. So it was a very good experience. So again, I went for the 12.3 screen. It's a very high quality material, I would say. You literally don't see any glimpse of whether it's not a original Mercedes screen. It looks better than 2024 screens as well, which comes with the original Mercedes cars, to be honest. The chrome quality is really very good. There's nothing which you can look and say it doesn't look like a high spec finish. Very nice spec, I would say. And it comes with a bracket at the back. Again, you can't see that, but it doesn't really leave any gaps or anything, which makes you feel that it's installed externally afterwards, and it really picks up the whole look of your car. So there's a lot of wires comes with it. Again, you will see some in the description as well, and the guys will guide you. Actually, one of the great things about Ugade was that they pre-configured everything. So for me, it was a plug and play thing. I just didn't have to mess around with anything. You need to tell them your model. Basically, if you take a picture of this view showing your camera, this radio, and they'll be able to tell you what you need, and they'll pre-configure everything. And if you need, like I wanted a dash cam as well, and a rear view camera, so they pre-configured the dash cam with the screens and the reverse view camera. So the only hard part for me was to install it, which I did, and it wasn't too bad. Again, there are videos how to install it. Basically, first you need to take the trim out, and then you will be able to take the old screen out very easily. There is a lot of wiring which needs to go behind this radio. That was a tough bit. I literally cut a plastic portion of this radio at the back just to fit in the whole like the whole wires and all that, but it wasn't like too hard. And then I kept like a couple of wires through the side in my side Glowworks, that's for the future use, like if I use external device for audio or the USB for software upgrades and anything. That's what I kept like in the front, and you can see it's not really bad. Then I installed this DVR. Literally it's a 3M tape which I stick it onto the screen and tuck the wire underneath this. This is very flexible. You can literally just hide the wire behind it, and I run it through the corner. You can probably see it here in the corner as well, and I run it through to the bottom of this sport, and then I'll run the cable all the way from here. Literally I was just tucking it in. You don't need to open up anything, and take it all the way to the back for the reverse camera. So that's how I installed it. Coming back to the functionalities, it's basically a same as your Samsung phone or your Android tablet. It is 4G. You can put the SIM in it. You can connect the hotspot. So basically anything you see in a Android phone, the functionalities are basically there. And the booting functionality is basically customized as per your NTG version of the car. So but you can connect it with the internet using Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or you can have hotspots. You can put the SIM on the sides. There are SIMs you can put. So, and again, it has all the functionalities. There are different screen logos you can set. Like you could probably have seen that mine was when I booted the car. It was Mercedes. They will preload the logos for yourself as well. You can use these are by default the apps we have, which you can install any app basically. Like as you can see, all the apps, some of the apps they installed it already. Some of the I installed it myself, like TikTok, YouTube stuff, YouTube for kids. I find it very handy for kids to watch the YouTube Kids here, not on their phones while we are on a long drive. So yeah, I mean this is great. I mean, I show you the DVR. This is the front DVR right now, recording right now. It has a very clever functionalities of these lane assist and all that kind of stuff, but you can find it in most of the DVRs nowadays. It does support the original. This is the original view of the original screen which you have, and this bit is kind of quite clever customization done by you. Go there where you can see your rev and your speed along with your lights, belt, and parking brake. But this is basically all I need to do. Is if I have to use the original radio function, I have to just switch between this radio function and aux function here. If I go into the radio, I'm now back to the radio function, and you can see the implication could be that then people will just assume that's basically what your original screen was, which is in this particular section you can see. And if I have to switch back, and another good thing is all your knobs will work as they were before. There's nothing which shouldn't work if you have configured it correctly. If you have to go back to the screen, I go back to aux, and then everything basically works here. There's a dashboard functionality. It's kind of clever dashboard, same as your main cluster. Shows you the rev and your speed, and anything like the door is open, seatbelt is not on, and those kind of things, the status of your basically car. So going back into your main, what else I should show you? Again, I don't want to go into the music and video. You can play 4K videos, HD videos. There's a music. You can customize everything. Like I have this. I'm gonna play something nice to you. Some people are concerned about the audio quality. I would say I find it really, really good. I see no difference at all. Actually the sound is still being played by your audio system. So I don't see any problem with audio quality. It's amazing. So there is a phone functionality, like as usual. You can connect your Android or Apple Play, or you can just connect your phone using Bluetooth. Because I'm parked close to my house, so the Wi-Fi is already connected. You can have this weather app as well. Then there are a lot of functionalities regarding how you configure, and I would say there's a lot of information on YouTube from other providers as well, because at the end of the day it's the same Android screen. There are different sellers selling it. Important thing is the support. Whenever I had any problem, I didn't have any problem to be honest, but every time I have any question, I just put it on the WhatsApp chat group, and the guys just come back to me straight away with a screenshot with the details, how to do what, etc., or if something is being supported or not. So the support is really good. That's what most of the people have concern when they buy things like these overseas, especially from China. But I was so happy with the support I received. I'll be very honest. And this is not a paid video, by the way. It's just my personal feedback which I wanted to share. And there are a lot of functionalities here, like which anybody can, I think you can look into it. If you don't understand anything, or if you want things to work in a different way, you can ask them and they will be able to help you. You can install 360 view cameras. You can have front camera, rear camera, reverse camera. There are a lot of stuff you can do with this, to be honest, but it really picked up the whole value of my car, I would say, at least. I'm just going to show you the reverse camera, because it's a massive screen. You can see a lot of things. I've just changed my reverse camera because I do a lot of stuff on my car, but the current camera I have, I'm not happy with it, so I'll probably change it. That's the current view I have at the moment. Another good thing is that the reverse camera also work in tandem with your front and rear sensors, so you'll be able to see the sound, the graph, as well as you can configure the screen, these guidelines, you know, where you want to set it for. So that's really amazing and seamless function, to be honest, in my view. So going back to where we were, what's happening now? Let me come out of it and we'll go back into the Android screen. And one of the things which probably you can't see it, but the touch functionality is really smooth. It's like again, I would say, you know, just like, you know, if you use Samsung phone or any Android phone, it's very much same. There's no delay. Plus I went for the higher end product, that's why maybe, but I never heard any other feedback from anybody. Navigation, you can put any app behind this navigation, like Google Maps, Apple Maps, or not Apple Maps, of course, Google Maps or Waze or any other. I have Waze for the moment, and then similarly you can have any app for your music, etc. So that's all for now. Again, the important thing is how you're going to install it. That's going to be a bit of challenge. You probably need a spare pair of hands, but the guidance, the guideline, you don't need to know anything to do this job. If you are good at DIY, you'll be able to do it. It's not hard to take out these panels and how to connect the cables and all that. Is very, very simple. The guys will give you a clear diagram. It will come with a diagram which cable to unplug, which cable to plug, and there is no other way anyway. You can't get it wrong. So I will highly recommend you to spend this a few quids. I think when I got it for, I don't remember how much I got it for, because I got a camera as well, and there were a few other bits and bobs I bought, and then I returned the old screen and bought this bigger screen. So I don't know exactly how much it cost me, but you can check it on their website. But probably you can see, you know, there is a GPS tracker. I put it outside, but you can really tuck it inside as well. You can leave it inside. We don't need to show it. But if you look at the finishing, like here, I'm not sure if it is visible. This was the plastic bracket which it comes with. That's really clever bit. The way they designed this bracket is very much in line with the way the car is built, and it doesn't really tell you any difference or anything comes out showing you that, you know, it's installed separately. So that's all. If you have any questions, please do ask. I'll be happy to answer, and yeah, hope you'll enjoy this screen. Thank you. Bye bye.